In this exercise, you're gonna be working your core and we're working on a bit of shoulder mobility as well. So I am doing this on my knees with both knees on the ground. You can definitely increase the intensity by bringing one leg up, but I would highly encourage you to start with 2 knees down first and make sure you've got the form down pat. A couple of things that we really want to remember here is on the side that is not doing the pulling, okay? So your support side, I want you to make sure that you are pushing up through the ground on that side. I don't want you shrugging into your shoulder. We want to push up through the ground and make sure that elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Now, second thing that we need to remember is we don't need to have the knees touching, okay? Let them come a little bit apart, like hip width distance is fine. And when you get into that plank position, try not to sag through your middle. We want to think about pulling our pelvis up slightly towards our rib cage. You don't need to squeeze your glutes, okay? So you just want to roll up slightly and then you're going to exhale. Make sure that we're able to get some deep core on and get those ribs down. Now this is going to be the position that you want to stay in as you are going through the exercise. What you're going to feel happen is when you take one of your points of contact off of the ground, so you're going to take one hand off the ground, you're going to want to roll or twist the other way. I want you to resist that rotation as much as possible. So this is adding a little bit of an anti-rotation component to our core work that we're doing here as well. Now, when you are pulling down with the band, use a really light band. Don't use a super heavy band for this. The one that I'm using is literally the lightest band that I have. So this type of work is not meant to feel super hard for the pulling part. I want it to be light resistance, so like 3 to 4 out of 10. What's gonna happen is you're gonna start with your arm extended and then you're gonna pull out and your elbow is gonna come to your side. So we're gonna be an external rotation here, and I don't want that elbow to chicken wing out as you pull down. So it should not look like this right here. As you're pulling down, I want it to look like this. When you're coming here, so notice that my elbow is slightly lower than my wrist. I don't want my elbow higher than my wrist. Elbow slightly lower than the wrist. That's going to enable us to get some really, really good mid, low trap and rhomboids on and avoid using the upper traps, okay? So you want to think about as you're pulling, let your elbow come a little bit lower than your wrist and you want to keep your hand straight, okay? So we don't want this or that, okay? So pulling down here. Now, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna bring that elbow to your side. So bicep is gonna kiss your armpit, and then you're gonna come back up. Then your palm will face down again, and you're gonna move your hand, elbow comes out to the side, okay? Out to the side, comes down, and then you wanna think elbow to waist, elbow to waist, elbow to waist, elbow to waist, as much as you can. And then the bicep will kiss the armpit, and then we're gonna come back up forward. All right, that's how you do it.